Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. That's better. Thank you very much. Now that I have your attention, before we proceed any further, I just need to point out by law that you are required to give you a speech on the life-saving apparatus of the vessel. There are life rafts, life rings, life jackets, all placed on the top deck. We have life vests also on the stern deck. Now, in the event of an emergency, we will bring your attention to this problem with 7 or more short blasts and 1 long blast on the ship's horn. Please pay attention to the crew, who will then give you instructions as to what you should be doing. But having said that, the instructions may be a little bit on the quiet side because we should be ashore by that time, waving and shouting at you. Now, we do have onboard facilities. We have a saloon bar down below, where Kathy will please to be serve you a selection of teas, coffees and small snacks. The toilets are also situated down below, slightly to the rear. We have 2 galvanised buckets there, one painted pink for the ladies, and of course the blue one is for the gentlemen. Our first point of interest, ladies and gentlemen, that's up on the left-hand side up there. That's the Britannia Royal Naval College, designed by Sir Aston Webb. Started building it in 1902 and finished it in 1905. There was here that Prince Charles, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. They all studied there. Prince Edward for a grueling 2 weeks before he ran off to join Andrew Lloyd Webber. But generally speaking, it is used for the training of Commonwealth and foreign cadets these days, as well as our own naval personnel. And it's there where these gentlemen come and learn to be sailors, or officers on average, and it's good revenue for us in England. To our right-hand side, folks, this is the new hire ferry, or the Dartmouth hire ferry.
Flying bridge.
She's just leaving now. You can tell that if you look carefully on the front of her. You'll see 2 orange flashing lights. That indicates that she's on the move. She's been in service now for about 2 months, just under. Cost £5 million and replaced her sister ship, which we'll see just a little bit further up the river. She's twice the size of the original. She's capable of carrying 32 cars. There's approximately 6.5 knots when she gets going. And unlike the old vessel, it's propelled by 2 ginormous wheels inside. We're just pulling into view on our right-hand side, folks. That's that's a local shipyard, as was. The Phillips and Sons, established in 1858. Locally known as Nos. I was here on the Second World War, at least, and they built 234 ships. to our left-hand side there, folks, directly behind the old mill there that we were talking about, you'll see a stone viaduct. This was designed and engineered by his embarking to Brunel, and it was used to carry, and still does, Great Western Railway from Paignton to Kingswear. Now originally he planned to take it from here, straight across the river, just a few feet further ahead of us, and then on into Dartmouth. In anticipation of that, he actually built the station at Dartmouth, but owing to fierce local opposition, because they didn't want their land despoiled, and eventually the MPs came on board as well. They had an act of parliament that prohibited him or anybody else from building a bridge across the river, hence the reason why we haven't got one. But that wasn't before he'd already built the station at Dartmouth, and so the Dartmouth station, as we'll see in a moment, was painted in the Great Western Railway colours, and it's the only station in the British Isles never to have had a train run to it, and never likely to have a train run to it. It's actually a restaurant.